Exactly 11:00 a.m. Manhattan. The kind of winter morning where the sunlight looks sharp enough to cut glass. And in front of one of the most expensive hotels in America, something happened that would cost a man his career. Because sometimes, the most powerful person in the room is the one nobody notices. The Grand Meridian Hotel shimmered like a monument to money. 52 floors of glass and steel. Presidential suites that cost over $35,000 a night. CEOs stayed here. Foreign diplomats signed secret deals here. Hollywood actors slipped in through private entrances. Luxury wasn't optional here, it was enforced. And then, an old man crossed the street. Slowly, deliberately. The arrival. Between yellow taxis and hurried executives, he moved without rush. Faded blue jeans, a worn flannel shirt, dust-covered boots, a simple brown cowboy hat, a weathered canvas bag over his shoulder. He looked like he belonged on a Texas ranch, not in front of Manhattan royalty. His name was Michael Anderson. The revolving doors opened automatically. But before he could enter, two security guards stepped forward. "Sir," one said firmly, "can we help you?" Michael stopped. Calm eyes, relaxed posture. "Yes," he replied. "I have a reservation." The guards exchanged a look. One almost smiled. "Sir, are you sure you're at the right place?" Michael didn't blink. "I believe I am." The guard tilted his head. "This is the Grand Meridian. Rooms start at $3,000 per night." It wasn't information, it was a warning. Michael simply smiled. "I understand." No anger, no embarrassment, just certainty. After a pause, the guard stepped aside. "Fine, check with the front desk." And that was the moment everything began. Inside the kingdom of luxury, the lobby was breathtaking. Italian marble floors, Austrian crystal chandeliers, soft piano music drifting under ceilings 3 stories high. Guests in tailored suits and silk dresses moved gracefully across polished floors, and in the center of that perfection walked a man who didn't belong. Conversation slowed. Whispers started. At the reception desk stood Emma Wilson. Sharp, efficient, always composed. She looked up. Her professional smile appeared instantly, then faded slightly. "Yes, sir. How may I assist you?" Michael placed his canvas bag gently beside him. "My name is Michael Anderson. I believe I have a reservation." She typed, or at least pretended to. Barely glancing at the screen, she said, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't see anything under that name." Michael remained calm. "Would you mind checking again?" Her tone hardened. "Reservations here require advance payment and verified identification." Nearby, a businessman whispered to his colleague, "Did he wander in from a ranch?" Soft laughter followed. Michael heard it, every word. But his expression didn't change. "Perhaps," he said quietly, "you could inform the general manager that I'm here." Emma raised an eyebrow. "The general manager is extremely busy." "I'll wait." And he walked toward the seating area. The hour that felt like a test, 11:20 a.m. He was still there. 1:45 a.m. Guests continued whispering. Security should have stopped him. "He's making this place uncomfortable. This isn't a public shelter." Into 10 p.m. A child pointed. "Mom, is he homeless?" The mother hushed him quickly. Michael adjusted his hat, hands resting on his cane, eyes thoughtful, almost as if he was measuring something invisible. Not wealth, not status, character. The only one who saw him, a young bell attendant named Daniel, had been watching. Unlike the others. He didn't laugh. He approached quietly. "Sir, have they helped you yet?" Michael looked up. There was depth in his eyes. "I asked to meet the general manager." "They usually don't meet walk-ins." Daniel admitted. Michael gave a faint smile. I'm not a walk-in. That sentence stayed with Daniel. He swallowed. I'll try again. Upstairs. Ego in a glass office. On the 42nd floor, Richard Collins laughed confidently while closing a $12 million deal. He wore a perfectly tailored suit, Italian leather shoes. Success radiated from him. Daniel knocked. Yes? Sir, the elderly gentleman downstairs. He's been waiting over an hour. Richard leaned back. The cowboy? Yes, sir. Richard smirked. Daniel, we handle billion-dollar clients, not lost tourists. He doesn't seem lost. Richard's tone sharpened. Then he can wait. The decision, 12:35 p.m. Michael stood, picked up his bag, and instead of waiting, he walked toward the private office corridor. Security hesitated. Something about his calm authority made them freeze. He knocked once, then entered. Richard looked irritated. You can't just walk in here. Michael stepped forward slowly. My name is Michael Anderson, and I believe there has been some confusion regarding my reservation. Richard didn't offer him a seat. Sir, this hotel isn't within everyone's budget. I suggest you try somewhere more appropriate. The word hung in the air. Sharp, deliberate. Michael reached into his bag, pulled out a sealed envelope. These documents might clarify. Richard didn't touch it. I've been in hospitality 20 years. I can assess situations. Michael's eyes changed slightly. Without looking? Yes. Silence filled the office. Michael placed the envelope on the desk. You will regret not opening that. Richard laughed. I highly doubt that. Michael nodded once. Good day, Mr. Collins. And he left. The envelope. Daniel later found it. Curiosity overcame him. He checked corporate records. Typed, Michael Anderson. Enter. The screen loaded. Then, founder, Meridian Hospitality Group, majority shareholder, 62% ownership, original capital investor, active voting authority. Daniel's heart pounded. This wasn't a guest. This was the owner. The next morning, 10:28 a.m. A black Cadillac Escalade stopped outside. The same guards straightened instantly. The door opened. Michael stepped out. But this time, 2 corporate attorneys followed. A senior board director, a compliance officer. Call Richard Collins, immediately. Public reckoning, the lobby filled. Richard walked in confidently, until he saw the legal team. One attorney spoke clearly. Mr. Collins, you are addressing Mr. Michael Anderson, founder and majority owner of Meridian Hospitality Group. Silence. Richard blinked. That's impossible. Michael stepped forward. Is it? The attorney opened certified documents. Mr. Anderson holds 62% controlling shares. Whispers exploded. Emma's face drained of color. Richard stammered. Why didn't you say something yesterday? Michael's voice cut through the air. I did. Silence. Pure silence. Judgment. Michael turned to the staff. Yesterday, I was judged by clothing, by assumption, by arrogance. He faced Richard. A leader who cannot recognize dignity, cannot manage luxury. Richard's composure broke. Sir, this is a misunderstanding. No, Michael said calmly. It is a lesson. He looked toward Daniel. You saw a person. Gasps filled the lobby as Michael announced. Effective immediately, Richard Collins is relieved of his position. Daniel was appointed interim general manager. Tears filled his eyes. I was just doing my job. Michael placed a hand on his shoulder. No, you were showing character. He turned to Emma. This is your first mistake. Learn from it. She nodded silently. Final words. Michael faced the entire lobby. This hotel was built 35 years ago on one principle. He paused. Respect. Luxury fades. Markets shift. Power changes hands. But character? That defines an empire. He adjusted his hat. Walked toward the exit. This time, no one laughed. No one whispered. They stood in silence, watching the man they had dismissed walk out as the unquestioned owner of everything around them. And from that day forward, no guest was ever judged by appearance again. Because the richest person in the room is not always the one who looks it.